the ale. I'm an ale guy. But the Hefeweizen's nice. But it's more of a, maybe have one or two. These I could probably have 7.
It's wonderful. It's tasty. It's full body and refreshing finish. I like the lager the best.
Lager the best?
Yeah.
How about you?
Me.
The amber I don't mind. The Hefeweizen is nice too. This is a beautiful amber beer. Natureland organic. Come winter time, it's going to be #1.
My name is Colin Jack, just here for the beer, managing partner. I write for Vancouver 24 Hours. I do a beer of the week on CKNW. My company, we own and operate Vancouver's largest beer festival and a whole bunch of events throughout the year. And I teach a beer tasting class at UBC. So we're here today to talk about 3 beers. Let's talk about some of the beers that that we featured here tonight. So of course we'll start with the lager. And what can you tell us about the Natureland Organic Lager?
Well, it's the first Canadian lager introduced in 1997, and it's 100% organic certified and with our pure spring water brewed. And it's a true lager. We have it's going through the lagering process and lagering production process that we have at the brewery, and we also have certified organic hops that goes into that. We have some nice German hops in there. And giving this lager process makes it very smooth and crisp and clean beer.
So a lot of people don't know this, but organic beer is not very common. We were talking about this earlier, and in Germany they don't actually make a lot of organic beers. So it was quite new to you to come and make 100% organic beer.
In Germany we have this Bioland certification, but we also have the purity law in Germany.
Yes, of course.
But besides that, I think it's a lot of people appreciate a pure organic beer, and that's why we're doing it.
All right, so let's move on to the Natureland Organic Amber Ale. Now this one, I really enjoy amber ales. That's my favorite sort of category. So a little bit of brewer's notes on the organic ale.
Our organic ale is won actually a gold medal in 2005, and it's also made with 100% organic certified raw material malt. It's made with our pure spring water. And in this particular beer, we have a healthy dose of Munich malt in it. And we also have a generous portion of aroma hops into this beer.
Cool. Obviously darker malts and the blend of darker malts.
Right.
And with the darker malts, you get a lot of roasted, toasted flavor.
Exactly.
My favorite food pairings with this, pizza, smoked Gouda, anything with like pesto or antipasta.
Yep.
All right, now Peter, let's talk about the Hefeweizen. This is your first signature beer for Natureland, for Pacific Western Brewery, so I know you're very proud about this beer. So tell us some specifics about this beer.
Well, we had this idea for this beer in springtime, and with our marketing development manager Paul and I, we bouncing around ideas. And we came up, why not bring an authentic Hefeweizen? Because I know there are a lot of Hefeweizens out there, or pretend Hefeweizens, but we wanted to make it an authentic one. I brought in yeast from Munich. We have a 50% wheat malt in this beer, and we have a process. It's called bottle fermentation, where you actually ferment this beer in the bottles, and we have temperature-controlled warehousing, and so we were able to do that.
Very unique, and one of the things with bottle fermentation is it makes it a little bit hard to pour. I know this from experience. I actually poured it on Urban Rush Television, and luckily I only poured half a glass for one of the hosts. But Peter, you're going to go ahead and pour one of these Hefeweizens for us.
I will.
Perfect.
You want to hold the microphone?
Apparently I'm supposed to hold the microphone through.
So the trick is, because it is bottle fermented, so all the carbonation is in the bottle and happens in the bottle. So you have to really hold it to an angle. You cannot pour this beer like a regular lager beer. So you have to really give it a little bit time, gently, in an angle.
Now, ideally, you also mentioned that if you had an opportunity, you would pour this more in a snifter or a wider-mouthed glass as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then what you want to do, if you were already drinking Hefeweizen, I would go for the full enjoyment, and you were shaking up a little bit the yeast that collects on the bottom, and then you get a little bit the extra spritzer of Haven in there.
Very nice.
And then you have the an Hefeweizen.
Perfect. One of the interesting things that I know is that women actually have a better sense of taste. So why do people, and why do women especially, sort of drift towards this style of beer?
Well, it's not bitter. It's a very smooth beer. There's no bittering in it. The hops is totally in the background, and the yeast creates this profile of the beer. And it's a sometimes a polyphenolic, clovey type of note. You can also get banana flavors depending on the yeast strain, and that makes the beer interesting and exciting.
I'll tell you, one of the things that they brought out tonight to pair with it was the giant prawns.
Absolutely.
Hefeweizen, anything that you would put a zest, a lemon or lime zest on it,
Yep.
This sort of pairs nicely with it. All right, Peter, I want to thank you personally for introducing me to Hefeweizen. I can't stand most Hefeweizens, but I do enjoy this one.
Oh, thank you.
And I also, Peter's going to be around taking questions if anybody's around and they want to ask him questions. Peter Butcher, great job, great
Thank
beers,
you.
and we look forward to other signature beers that are coming out from Pacific Western Brewery.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.